Because of the brown and blue, the cobalt blue became slightly different. That's all. What I do is I shrink my eyes to a slit. If you can look at my face here, what I do is I close my eyes like that. Then I can see the contrast better. So instead of brushstroke, I start seeing light and shade, which helps me do the cloud better. Let me take a little bit of brown. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of brown, just like that. Just a little bit of brown and mixing to the blue. This is the blue that looked different for you. Okay, and I'm giving it to the background, the sky area. The other blue is the cloud area. You get that, don't you? One is the cloud area, one is the sky area. I'm giving this brown blue to the sky area and also at the joining area. Okay. Okay, I'm going to change my. My brush is having some paint. This is known as Kanjusi. I'm sure many of you talk Hindi, don't you? No, I don't know about that. But Kanjusi is miserliness. Kanjaumtithanam. The canvas, the brush இருக்கிற பெயிண்ட்டை வீணாக்காம இதில் தேய்ச்சி விட்டுறது. After a while, I'll apply some color. I won't have time now. I'll take as much color as possible from here. My canvas is what I told you, what I do with my palette. I have a white paper and I have cling film so that I can just peel off the film and throw it away. Okay. It's always better to fill up areas as much as possible so that they will dry. Somebody is calling me. I don't want to take it. யார் அவசரமா கூப்பிட்டு இருக்காங்க இப்ப? தெரியலையேனா இப்ப அதை எடுத்தேன் அப்படின்னா எனக்கு லைன் கட் ஆயிடும். கிளாஸ் லைன்ல கட் ஆயிடும். உனக்கு கூப்பிடல, என்னைய தான் கூப்பிட்டு. உன்னைய கூப்பிட்டுருப்பான்ல, அப்படி அவனா இவனா இருந்தா இல்லைன்னா எல்லாருக்கும் சொல்றது இதுதான். Don't call me, send me a message. See, when we are having a class, if somebody calls me, even if it is very urgent, if I attend the call, my line gets cut. And you know how difficult it is. And I have to take the phone in my hand. Now I'm talking to my students. And I have to take the phone in my hand. And if I take the phone in my hand, putting the phone back in the right position is so difficult. You know that, how long it takes. So these people don't understand. They think, oh, the old man, he'll be just sitting and yawning. They will call him. Okay, so I'm taking no, the liquid is blue. That is my liquid. Liquid is here. I'm trying to do the sky a little bit more. We have 5 minutes more. Yeah, we can go for another 5 minutes extra. I can, eh? Okay, I'm taking. It's expensive. Like it is like gold. Not that expensive, but sort of. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is do the opposite of this. Huh? See what I'm doing? I roll my brush like that. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. It's not as easy as I'm doing. Yeah, it can't be. Huh? But that is the technique. You see the technique. The technique is this. You take white, mix a little bit of linseed oil so that it becomes thin. Okay? And you take a lot of color and let it sit on the canvas like that and roll it. Of course, you have to practice several times before you get the texture like this. Okay, I'm going to these areas now. This is slightly lower than this. This is slightly higher than this. Huh? That's how things should be. That is foul, but okay. Any questions? Anybody wants to ask anything?
சார் இப்போ நீங்க பேலட்ல வச்சிருக்கிறது எத்தனை நாள் வரைக்கும் ட்ரை ஆகாம இருக்கும் சார்?
Liquid, because I have put in liquid, it will start drying by tomorrow. Okay, so maybe tomorrow I can use it. Tomorrow I will immediately start mixing liquid to it, and tomorrow it won't dry. But if you are using linseed oil, it won't dry for 2-3 days. Okay, but what you can do is if you are, yeah, tell me.
கேன்வாஸ்ல இருக்கிறது ட்ரை ஆக எவ்வளவு நாள் ஆகும் சார்?
5 days to 1 week.
ஓ சார், அது வரைக்கும் அது அப்படியே பத்திரமா வச்சிருக்கணுமா சார்? எதுவும் படாம டஸ்ட் படாம கிளியரா வச்சிருக்கணும் போல இல்ல சார்?
இது நல்லா இருக்கே கேள்வி.
ஓ வாட்டர் கலர்ல டக்குன்னு ட்ரை ஆயிடுது, எதுவும் டஸ்ட் எதுவும் படாம வச்சிருக்கணும்ல
இது
சார்?
I'll tell you. Now, like I have to tell you because where to keep it and how to keep it is a very, very important aspect. I'll tell you. See, what you do is you don't let it dry like this. You keep it in a dust-free place, not 100% dust-free. Naturally, you can't keep it in the veranda. Now, thinking that, okay, because of the air, because of the warmth, it will dry fast. It doesn't need heat to dry. It needs air to dry. But the air has dust. So you keep it in a sort of like if you keep it in the bedroom, naturally it's going to smell bad and only we can tolerate it. Everybody else in the house will kick us out. So you can't keep it in the bedroom. But you can keep it in the hall in one corner, this facing the wall and like that, like that. On the wall, this facing the wall. So that dust will fall on the back and not on the canvas, not on the painting. Okay, you got my point? ரொம்ப தூரத்துல இருக்கக்கூடிய மேகங்கள் அதெல்லாம் அவ்வளவு டார்க்கெல்லாம் இல்ல, லேசா தெரியுது. டல்லா இல்லாம என்னமாச்சும் ஒண்ணு அங்க இருக்கிற மாதிரி செஞ்சிடலாம். சரியா? இப்ப என்ன செய்யறோம் நம்ம, இங்க கொஞ்சம் டெக்ஸ்சர் வைக்கிறோம். ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை, ஃபிளாட் ஆயிடுச்சு, ஃபிளாட். So we keep a little bit of texture there. Okay, shall we do something? 32. I asked for 5 minutes more. 3 minutes இருக்கணும். சரியா? அப்ப வந்து இதுக்கு நேரா இந்த இடத்துல ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன் வருதுன்னு வச்சுக்கிறோம். Yes, please. Yeah, somebody wants to get in now. யாருன்னு பார்த்து கொஞ்சம் உள்ள அனுப்ப முடிஞ்சுன்னா நல்லா இருக்கும். Yeah. Can somebody please allow that person to come in? இல்லையா? Somebody asked a question. என்ன யாரும் கேட்டீங்களா? Admit one guest. யாருன்னு தெரியல. எனிவே, இல்ல வேற ஒண்ணும் இல்ல. இந்த இது அவ்வளவு தூரத்துக்கு செய்யறது நின்று போச்சா? That's the biggest problem for me. The reflection has to be convincing. It doesn't have to be exact, but it should be convincing, right? It should look like that. It should not look as if some stupid thing is happening there. One look at this, it looks as if it is a reflection from there, right? Right? No.
Yes, sir.
I need support, no, from time to time. Sarah, we'll just do this and finish off for today. So don't worry, I won't take too much time. We have to be careful that the light is coming from here, so the light will be coming from here. Upside down, but light will be coming from here. A little bit of this blue will go into the greens also later, not now, later. Now, that can be a bluish brown area. So, no, I don't have to do this, but out of miserliness, I'm just give me 1 minute. I hope this doesn't dry. When I want this to dry, it won't dry. When I don't want this to dry, this will dry. We consider these things to be inanimate, but actually they are not that inanimate. You know? Okay, so that area is done. Should we do more? No, no. When I'm painting something on top of this blue will help. Perspective, when we do perspective, color perspective, we always do this. We add a little bit of blue and make it light and make it dirty. The brown is always there. It becomes slightly dirty. Okay, it's not the bright blue. It's a slightly dirty blue. The canvas should not show through. So if I do it now, I can cover up a lot of area without destroying the drawing. There are some white dots out there. Okay, done. Sarah, any questions anybody has? Anybody wants to ask anything?
Sir. சார் நம்ம வாட்டர் கலர்ஸ்ல கலர் மிக்சிங் வந்து ஈவன் பேப்பர்லயே கூட நம்ம பண்ணிக்க முடியுது இல்ல சார்? இப்ப இந்த கலர்ஸ்ல வந்து அப்படி பண்ண முடியாதா? பண்ண முடியுமா?
முடியும்லமா. இந்த இப்ப see, we have 3 colors. I have actually mixed all 3 colors here: white, brown, and blue. We can mix it, but if we mix it on the palette, on the canvas itself, little bit of mixing is okay. But if you are going to do a lot of mixing, what will happen? The texture will be gone. It will become flat. இல்லையா? Mix பண்ணி texture இப்ப இந்த இடத்துல texture இருக்கு இல்லையா?
ஆமா சார்.
I'll just take it close. இத தூக்க முடியாது. நான் canvas கொண்டு வரேன். The cloud area, கீழே இது வரைக்கும் there is so much texture இல்லையா? இப்ப I'm mixing it here. The texture is not there. Texture is gone இல்லையா? I'm trying to have a little bit of texture. Even in spite of that, the texture is gone. So we try not to mix too much on the canvas itself. We can mix, because the paint is oil wet. It's not water wet, it's oil wet. Get my point? Mix பண்ணலாம், ஆனா பண்ண வேண்டாம்ன்றேன். பண்ண முடியும்ன்றதுக்கும் பண்ண வேண்டாம்ன்றதுக்கும் வித்தியாசம் இருக்கு இல்லையா? You can do it, but I would suggest that you don't do it.
ஓகே சார். ஓகே. இல்ல இது ஆக்சுவலி ஒண்ணு மேல ஒண்ணு குடுக்குற மாதிரி இருக்குல்ல சார். இப்போ வாட்டர் கலர்ல மிக்ஸ் ஆயி அது ஒரு நியூ கலரா நமக்கு ஃபார்ம் ஆயிரும்.
இதுல ஆகாது.
ஆகாது.
அடியில இருக்கிற கலர் வந்து it will become hidden.
அப்படிதான்.
See, there was some brown lines here and there. Okay, there a little bit of brown. When I kept the white thick, those colors disappeared. See, when I keep the greens here, these browns will disappear. This line will disappear. So it's a thicker application. Okay. Okay, so we'll meet day after tomorrow. Ilya, today is the 28th. We meet on 30th. Sarya. Okay. Anybody else asking any question before I stop recording? Illa, huh?